Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. And welcome to another delivery day here, as we just accepted 2 truckloads of river rock that we have here that will be used for projects on the farm. Snow also got his annual haircut a little while ago, courtesy of Dragon. Snowy, 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 come here. Less than professional, but it gets the job done for him. Meanwhile, we have this really nice river rock that is here. We are going to use some of it to do an edge along the flower bed on the driveway and parking lot side that we have right here. Just need to come up with a solution for kind of creating a little neat edging on the front of it. It's always interesting to look back and think about just how many times we have had a dump truck or a load of rocks or millings come up. When we got the very first ones that we did, starting a beautification project here at the farm, when we were doing our driveway here, which was completely overgrown when we moved into this property. Those trucks came at midnight and at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. But the great part about that is that these were trucks that were crews, I should say, in the area from out of state. And the crew chief was looking for a place to offload those millings for free, because he said he grew up on a farm in a small town and knew just how important and useful those types of things could be to small farmers like us. So we have really appreciated that, and that type of fortune from the universe and above and beyond continues to come our way. And in this case, it is with this beautiful rock here that we are happy to have and happy to be able to use to continue beautifying things right here for our customers. And of course, for ourselves as well.
WTOP's Luke Luker paid the place to visit. These
guys are all born. We don't get out of bed in the morning. These animals don't eat. Now in their 5th season, married couple Kevin Graham and Dragon Kerbalia say this life wasn't always the plan. The latter grew up on a farm in Croatia.
Never thought that I was going to go back to it.
Both grew up doing tough outdoor work, though. Graham worked for his father's landscaping business. It's not foreign, being outside, the hard work, and eating dust, as my dad would call it. But the pandemic and the desire to be more self-sufficient, along with a gardening hobby, led them to the 27-acre farm that provides tomatoes, fresh eggs, and a growing community hub, and a farm store that sells local wares. Like having a farmer's market experience without having to get up early on a Saturday morning and fight the crowd. The move from D.C. to rural Virginia raised eyebrows, but they say the community in King George has overwhelmingly welcomed them.
You know, we were accepted by this community.
The deep connections that we make with people, with the conversations that we have, is beyond anything that we ever had by living in D.C. We get to know people on such an intimate level. In King George County, Luke Luker, WTOP News.
Now, this story is part of WTOP's Pride Month coverage. Read more stories like this one at WTOP.com.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Inside the greenhouse this morning, doing a little harvesting of some of the produce that's ready. Cucumbers here. Already have been pulling some off of the trellises and grabbing more today that are ready. Right next door to those are the tomatoes that you can see are exploding here with fruit. Every plant is just completely weighed down with green tomatoes right now. So we will have a bounty of those coming up very soon. Irrigation is on as well this morning, putting some water over on the bell peppers that are right there next to the tomatoes, zucchini and squashes. We've also been doing a little bit of harvesting on as well. A little bit of reprieve from the extreme heat today, but those of you who have been following know that we have the shade cloth above the greenhouse to take the edge off in here a little bit, even though what we have planted definitely enjoys the sunshine and the heat. But being in this space, the temperature can be 20, 30, even sometimes 50 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. So we do need to have that shade cloth for the extreme heat days to help manage and things don't wilt in here. Happy Tuesday, Dragon.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you today?
Doing all right.
How are the cucumbers looking?
There's a lot of bug damage. They're doing okay. They're producing. They're not variety that I thought they were gonna be, like a soft skin cucumber. But they're still good. They taste good. Trying to get ahead of the harvest because they're starting to produce a lot. I mentioned before, this trellis is not a great solution like I thought it was going to be, because they're struggling to climb straight up. So they need some kind of arched trellis. So that will be easier for them to stay up, because otherwise you can see they're constantly trying to crawl versus climbing. They're very good at camouflaging. There's a lot of them, like this guy is overripe, you can see it already yellowing. But chickens will appreciate those. So but yeah, so far so I'm excited to probably gonna harvest some of the green tomatoes. People have been asking for green tomatoes. I need another tie up top. Probably one more. Tomatoes should be good. So much cucumbers. They're hard to see because they blend very well into their surroundings of leaves and stuff. It's hard to miss them because we've been harvesting for the last like 2 weeks. The next day you come back and there's still more. Maybe you missed the day before.
Like this guy.
Yep.
Hiding out down here. Taking advantage of a nice afternoon without the temperature being ridiculously hot, although we're sure that that will come later this week. But another update on the pollinator row. Erica was here again earlier today doing some more weeding. She completed the last portion of the bed that still needed to be weeded out, so that is all taken care of. And right before she came to complete this, we had some other work done on more mulching for the next section of the pollinator row from Erica being here a few days ago doing some mulching. This afternoon we filled in a few holes with some cosmos. Those are these frilly little things right here that don't look like much right now, but they will grow probably about 4 to 5 feet tall and put on some nice blooms throughout the season. Dragon, how is the pollinator row looking?
It's all right.
It's kind of hard to see in the shadow with the sunset casting over, but we'll make it do.
It's amazing. Erica did an amazing job at weeding, and we had some help take care of the mulch. Neil is coming tomorrow. We're gonna have Neil mulch the remaining part, but yeah, everything, plants are just looking nice and healthy. I love it. Yeah, black-eyed Susans are budding up. They're about to bloom. Still gonna have to go through them and weed them a little more, because this area, this is a new till. This area is always going to be an issue. My biggest concern with the mulch, because this is our drain ditch here, when it rains heavily, water sits. So mulch will hold the water even longer. So some of these plants are not going to like that, but who survives, survives. So it is what it is. But yeah, it looks really amazing. I mean, we are now, how long has it been? 2 months? What are we? June? I don't know. It's been 2 months.
I don't think it has.
It has?
I don't think that it has.
Yeah. I feel like it was after festival, yeah. It was after festival, April festival, that we started planting. So approaching 2 months now. But yeah, some stuff is really thriving. Some stuff that is struggling for whatever reason, like cannas. We have them here, that wide leaf there. They usually like hot and moist and clay. But these here, actually, these are doing better compared to the ones up top. But yeah, borage, you shown borage?
Yeah, we've been looking at borage. Borage is
And
doing
I'll finish this
amazing.
watering and we'll walk.
Dragon is gonna go with the watering can and finish the side over here. The hose doesn't quite reach all the way down. Plus, we want to make sure that now that everything has been weeded, we're not just haphazardly throwing water all over the place, but doing watering on the plants only, so that we can maintain the low weeds as much as possible. Watering is all done. So, Dragon, you wanted to continue your little tour?
Yeah, everything, like I said, some of the stuff is doing much better. Some of the stuff struggling, like this canna here. Like, it has not moved. The dark leaf canna there, it has not moved since we planted it, which is weird. But most of the stuff is looking amazing. You know, this is grass here, or this liatus. It's still our nightmare weed. Unfortunately, grows through mulch, and it's extremely
Spiky.
thorny. Erica told me what this is. It's some kind of cornflower, but I forgot what it is. Oh, look at the buds on this. This one is about to bloom. There's bloom buds on this one. This is liaches that we planted from bulbs. Did you say that purple thing is called?
Gomphrena.
Gomphrena is annual.
This is Gomphrena right here. We have a couple different variations of it. That dark purple, light purple underneath, although I don't know if it ages to that dark one. And there are a few lighter color ones that are in here too, and some yellow ones.
I have to go around and do stuff like this around the plants. You're budding up.
Montauk daisy right here. There's a weed, or is that? Yep.
Yeah, this.
Montauk daisy is starting to put on its blooms. This guy is going to be a nice performer here out in this space once it gets fully established and going. I think there might be 4 or 5 of them that are planted in here.
Pollinators are just going crazy on this. There's different grasses throughout. This little grass here, I know it doesn't look like much now, but this will all bush up in a year or two. That we will have no need for annuals anymore. Another hollyhock. Russian sage. Is it Russian sage? No, Mexican sage.
That's pineapple sage.
Nope.
That's not Mexican.
No.
You sure?
Mexican sage. Pineapple
There's no
sage,
blooms on it.
No blooms on it yet, but
That's Mexican sage right
Nope.
there. Or is that black and blue?
Black and blue salvia.
Black and blue salvia.
That's Mexican. We just don't think this one depends on water. You missed one, Kevin.
Nope, I was not watering. Dragon was watering. You okay? You okay? You okay? Hold on, you gotta stay with me here with the camera.
Yeah.
We have people who like to hear what you say.
Yeah, we have a lot of repeat stuff. We added all these annuals, Cosmos, Gomphrena. What else?
There's dahlias that are in there.
There's dahlias, but dahlias might come back to fill in all this dead space until the all these perennials bulk up. I know we mentioned this before. Erica pulled out most of these from her own yard, and you can see already how nice, what size they're putting on. I love that boras there. Kevin is not a fan, apparently. It's too prickly for Kevin, he said.
I just said that's the when I'm standing next to it, I know exactly where I am at all times because
Pollinators just love it.
we have some planted up in our seating area also too, and it's become one of the favorites of the pollinators for sure.
Look at that hollyhock there, pretty color on the ground.
Little pinkish hollyhock here that putting on some pretty blooms and full of buds right up top. This one is this two hollyhocks or just one? That's a multicolor mix. It has two different colors on it.
Might be two in it.
There's a hollyhock here putting on a white bloom and a burgundy bloom on the other side. So another black-eyed Susan on the other side that's getting ready to bloom also too.
There's three of them here. Stay tuned in a couple of weeks. This is going to be quite a show. It already is, but definitely in a couple of weeks. Want to show them the watermelons?
We showed watermelons. Was it in last week's vlog?
Oh, I don't know. We already have some watermelons.
If this is your first time joining us, oh, we didn't show that yet.
Yep, exactly.
Dragon has a big reveal for you guys, everybody. We're gonna come through. Dragon also went through earlier this week with the push mower and
And
mowed
manually pulled all the
pumpkins out.
pumpkins. Yeah, unfortunately, pumpkins attract squash bugs, and there was quite a few eggs, larvae from the squash bugs on them. But yeah, watermelons are doing good. This is Jubilee, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is Jubilee. They are starting to run. What that means?
Hold on.
is-
Don't leave me. Don't leave me, Dragon. Hold on. No. Stay out.
When you say watermelons are starting to run, this is what it means. They start binding out, and they'll spread. They'll cover all this area. Actually, saw somewhere there this afternoon a little watermelon. There's already watermelons on it that they're setting. But it's a Jubilee variety that is 30 to 40 pound long seeded watermelon. Yeah, they're doing quite nice. Might actually leave this. I think they'll be fine. They're way ahead. And that side will be mold. We're gonna spray that with the vinegar like we did peppers. These are.
Where's the watermelon that you spotted the other day? You sent me a picture of a watermelon. Where is
No,
it?
it wasn't watermelon. It was,
Oh. Hold on. My legs are not.
come on, you can do it right there.
My legs are not
Yeah,
as long as Dragon's legs. Gotta step across this. All right. Yay, we made it, everybody. Coming.
Guys, here, these are really nice to do. These are cantaloupes. Show people cantaloupe. See it?
Cantaloupe are putting on. We were just over here. Lots of blooms, and there's a melon right there. Setting very nicely.
They're loaded with bees, so that's a good sign too.
I call them the honey nut Cheerio bees, those little tiny ones that buzz around.
And then got a cross here. Bit of a learning curve with the
Mulch applicator.
row spacing. We were a little cheap on the space between the rows, so this is going to get really, really crowded. It's going to be really hard to harvest the watermelons and to walk through all these vines. We also planted them on 2 foot, where before we planted them on like 3, I believe. So to beautify it. And I'm hoping these are all sunflowers. These are bush variety sunflowers coming across. So we added sunflowers here in hopes they will somewhat filter the vines that are coming through. But then again, on this side we have watermelons again. These were planted from seeds. These are this is Charleston Gray. It's few spots that they haven't come up, but most of them are looking good on both sides. We have 2 rows of them. More sunflowers. These sunflowers look horrible in their trays when we kneel, and I planted them, but they just exploded here and they look amazing. And then out here, these are delicata and honey nut squash. These 3 rows. And they are starting to run as well. You can see right there from the camera how they are starting to vine, and we'll see blooms in no time. We had, I think Bella or something was digging here. We had to fix the drip tape there. They punctured the tape. Dogs were digging here. They punctured the drip tape, so we had to fix the drip tape. And now we have weeds growing like crazy there. Then back here, this is the last row of sunflowers seeds. So we'll see how long it takes them to pop up. And these 3 remaining rows, we have tomatoes over in the greenhouse. And we're planting those. It's going to be our last planting of tomatoes for the season. And ripped the plastic there as I was mowing. What's interesting about this plastic, this is what do you call it, a biodegradable plastic. This is our first time using it. I'm surprised how much growth there is still underneath it, all these plants that are growing straight underneath it. So I don't know, we might try next year that black. That will stop any light from coming through. This one is black on the bottom, white up top. So we'll see. And last but not least, go right here. Kevin,
Hold on.
we need to tomorrow we need to come around because this is look at the beautiful broccoli. Got some broccoli that's ready for sale. Nice and big, beautiful heads. Look at that. Harvest some for dinner. Shrimp and broccoli for dinner, Karen. What do you think?
Do you have any fresh ginger?
Do we need ginger?
Oh, I always need ginger.
Let's see. Let's harvest this guy. Let's see. Holy moly. Oh. Look at that. Dinner is served. We need one more. I know, Kevin. Oh.
Would you like me to hold that for you?
I need 2 hands in this thing. There we go. And this is the beauty of growing your own food. You always have choices. So yeah, we're gonna harvest this. This is ready for sale. We also had sheep come through and they damaged a couple of weeks ago when they damaged our berries. They came through and eat down some of the tops, so you can see some of them how they are bushing versus how they're supposed to be with a head in the middle. When they chew off the top, plant just sends the new shoots, but it's never going to form any good broccoli there. So, all right, that's it. Wrap it up, Kevin. In closing, what do you have in closing, Kevin?
We're not closing.
What?
We're just pushing pause.
I gotta go get the drill.
Dragon is actually going to clean up all the stuff that he. This is a family channel, so I can't say the first thing that came to mind. Cleaning up most of the areas around the farm, but this one still hasn't quite made it yet. It's on the list. There's always a list. On yesterday's list was Snow's haircut. He's looking quite fetching. There's my handsome guy. Look at my handsome boy. Hi, Snowy. Hi, cute boy. Did you recognize your daddy today when you saw him with his new haircut? He's looking oh so happy, as always, like he always does when he gets his haircut. How you doing today, Snowy? You doing all right, Papa? Happy Friday, everybody. We are finishing up evening chores this afternoon, and our lambs are still here right near our seating area and the store. That little blue shed right up there is our original chicken coop area, and we have had these guys here now for probably 3 weeks minimum, coming up on a month, as they are being weaned from their mamas. And one of the things that they have enjoyed eating are the leaves off of these super thorny locust bushes that grow like crazy here. They had already limbed everything up along the side. Here's one that Dragon just came through and cut down. You can see that kind of all along the base of it, they had limbed it up, and they had been reaching up to the tops of them, grabbing the leaves. So for the past few days, he's come out in the evening to cut the full branches down and allow them to get all of the leaves that they want off of it. These guys are quite a thorny mess. You can see right here just how disastrous these thorns are. Here's one right here. You definitely don't want to prick yourself grabbing that thing or step on it, but the sheep don't seem to mind getting near it because for them it means getting to what they really want, which are the leaves off the tree. Another kind of prime example as to why when we are rotating them around the orchard, we make sure to keep the trees protected by putting the electric fencing on the sides of the trees so they cannot get to the bark, because they will go after it to rub against themselves and also to try to reach for the leaves. If they're getting the low-hanging leaves that happen to be near them, that's not a big deal, but we definitely are protecting the bark that we have there. Be soon time to find another spot for these guys. Maybe even we're introducing them to the main flock here in a few days, but it's at least been nice to have two groups, even though it means double the movement, with making sure that we alternate the rows that we have. Right now their feeding row is going down and over there. It was over here and over here and over here. And the main flock gets a larger space because, of course, they are bigger, older, and eating a lot more. So we'll see what comes in the few days ahead. But for now, at least everybody has shade. Everybody has full bellies, and everybody is enjoying life here on the farm. Happy Saturday, everybody. We're coming to you this morning with another sheep move. It is, I think, 7 something in the morning right now. The lack of rain means frequent moving for these guys because we are still at a point right now in the season where we are trying to make sure we find not only shade for them with the hot temperatures, but also enough grass for them to eat. Even though we've gotten a few days of rain here or there, it's not nearly enough of what we need for everything to bounce back. So they are still down here in our orchard, and this morning we moved everybody into our hazelnut orchard area, which is right behind our barns, behind our butcher station, and adjacent to the big orchard, which is right over there in the middle of your screen. We planted this orchard when, Dragon?
3 years ago.
3 years ago? This went in right after the big main orchard, right?
Same year,
yeah.
though, same year.
So the
Well, bottom of it was next following year, I think that was the 24. But yeah, it's been 3 years. They've been struggling. This ground is very depleted, and this vine here, this is trumpet vine. That's kind of taken over this ground. But we're gonna let sheep. Sheep likes to eat it, so we're gonna let them graze. We're looking at the sheep, and they don't seem to like some of the exposed hazelnut trees that are pushing through the fence. It doesn't appear that they like to eat them. So we'll keep an eye on that. It will make this a lot easier if we can just enclose them here. They're not gonna eat the trees. But do we want to take that gamble, especially now after 3 years? But they're putting on some size. There were tiny bitty saplings 3 years ago. Lack of rain is also. We need to get this out of the tube. This is getting too big for the tube. But that's a nice size. Hazelnuts grow as a big shrub typically. They'll have multiple trunks coming out. There's another one here. So we have a couple that didn't make it, so you can also transplant those. But yeah, I'm okay. It'll probably take another 3 or 4 years till we see any hazelnuts, but we'll see. It's nice to see slowly how orchard is coming together and eventually flourishing. We'll see.
That it?
That's it for now.
All right. Well, we are anticipating a very busy Father's Day weekend Saturday here at the farm. I know we've had a few phone calls from folks who were asking what we were going to have available this weekend because they're going to be coming down. We have some folks coming up from Norfolk and surrounding areas. So we need to finish getting ourselves together this morning. Get a little breakfast, get a little coffee, get a little food, and get the store set and ready for a beautiful weekend. Doesn't matter how many times you grow tomatoes, when you see the first red tomato on the vine, it feels like a proud papa moment, which you can notice from Dragon taking pictures at every angle of the first red tomato of the season. These plants, as we've shown previously, are loaded with fruit, and pretty soon we won't be able to keep up with the harvest. How's it looking, Dragon?
It needs another day, but we have no time to wait. We gotta pay this greenhouse back. So get to work, honey.
Who's next? Are you next? Are you next? Are you next? Are you next? Happy Sunday, everybody. We have made it to the end of the week, and we have made it to yet another move of our sheep. We just finished opening up a new row of grass in the orchard here for our weaned lambs. They are wasting no time getting right down to those beautiful blades of green grass that are here and in the shade, enjoying themselves. We are filling up their water trough. The ducks have been given their evening feed, and we will be making our way on over to the rest of the animals on the farm to complete farm chores for the evening. Happy Sunday, Dragon.
Happy Sunday, Kevin.
How are you doing today?
Good. Been a long week. Tired. But glad it's over. Ready to start a new week. Got the lambs moved. They're eating down the rows. You can see the difference here. Eating down the row and new row. It's definitely good having them in the orchard, not needing to cut the orchard. So that's one thing that was good. As tedious as it is, moving them every couple of days, but at least they've been nice and not as damaging as the adults. But yeah. What else you got?
I think that's it.
That's it?
It's been a very busy week.
Yeah, it's been an extremely busy week. With Juneteenth on Friday and Father's Day this weekend. Friday was extremely busy. It was the busiest Friday that we ever had. That rolled into another busy Saturday and pretty busy Sunday for the most of the morning. But yeah, it's busy season is here. We had another shout out from a local media station, WTOP. It's a local radio station from BC. One of the biggest news radios in BC. They came down to the farm. Did we talk about this? I don't remember.
No, but if you watch the vlog, you may see that it's somebody might have put it in there for you.
Okay. So we had a shout out from them. They came down to the farm, did a little interview with us, and gave us a small shout out on their station, which kind of brought a great amount of new people from the area, first timers. And every day we hear people, "Oh, I've seen you on the Today Show," or "I've seen you on Virgin Radio." So it's been awesome. It's definitely helping the store stay busy throughout the week and not only weekends. So it's great to see that. So much appreciated. All right.
That's going to do it for us for this week's vlog. As always, we want to thank you for stopping by and checking in to see how we're doing. I have no idea what planned for the coming week, so stay tuned. We'll discover it together. Dragon, any other closing thoughts?
Pray for some rain. That's what we are in desperate need of. Those couple of rains that we got last couple of weeks, it's been just bare minimum, and it dries out pretty much next day. So we need some rain desperately. Otherwise, it's going to be a ugly summer. So
Yep.
And summer just started today.
Yeah,
right?
today, official first day of summer. And it's Father's Day as well, too. So happy Father's Day, everyone out there. And especially happy Father's Day to my dad, who is one of our biggest cheerleaders and supporters. So happy Father's Day to you too, Dad.
Happy Father's Day, Mr. Graham.
All right. Well, we are going to make our way on around to the rest of the animals in the farm. We know that we have had an opportunity to meet lots of new faces. And as the summer travel season kicks up, we hope that you might have us on your list too as well. And as always, if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you again real soon.
We'll see you next week.